Are you ready for today's story? Today we're going to read about it's a scarecrow. And what's on his head? Yeah, there's definitely a chicken on his head. But what else is on his head? It's a hat. The story's title is The Scarecrow's Hat. So this is about the hat. And it's written and illustrated by Ken Brown. Published by Scholastic. And on the cover page we see the chicken. And the chicken is inside the hat. And she actually has a piece of straw in her mouth. What kind of field is this? Is it a cornfield? No. This is not a cornfield, so that scarecrow is not protecting corn. This is called wheat. This is a wheat field, and there's little red flowers, and those are poppies. The scarecrow's hat. "That's a nice hat," said Chicken to Scarecrow.
"Yes, it is," replied Scarecrow, "but I'd rather have a walking stick. I've been standing here for years now, and my arms are so tired. I'd love a walking stick to lean on. I'd swap my hat for a walking stick any day."
What does it mean to swap? I'll give you an example. If you had a green marker and I had a red marker, and then I gave you the red marker and you gave me the green marker, we traded. That is what swap means. So he said if somebody had a walking stick to give him, he would give them the hat. Does Chicken have a walking stick to give him? Nah. Now, Chicken didn't have a walking stick, but she knew someone who did. There, he has one. "That's a nice walking stick," said Chicken to Badger. "Yes, it is," replied Badger, "but I'd rather have a piece of ribbon. It gets hot and stuffy underground, so I prop my door open with my stick, but I'm always tripping over it. If I had a ribbon, I could tie the door open. I'd swap my walking stick for a ribbon any day." Can the chicken help him? Does she have a ribbon? No. Now, Chicken didn't have a ribbon, but she knew someone who did. There it is. There's the ribbon. "That's a nice ribbon," said Chicken to Crow. Yes it is," said Crow, "but I'd rather have some wool." What's wool? Wool is the cozy furry stuff on a sheep, and you can shave it off, and you can make things like sweaters and blankets, and he wants some wool to put in his nest. "My nest is high on a stone ledge, and it's very hard to sit on. I'd love some warm, soft wool to line it with. I'd swap this ribbon for some wool any day." Now, does Chicken have wool? Nope. Now, Chicken didn't have any wool, but she knew someone who did. And it's the sheep. The sheep has the wool on her body. "That's a nice wool coat," said Chicken to Sheep. "Yes, it is," replied Sheep, "but I'd rather have a pair of glasses. I have to keep a lookout for the wolf, and my eyes are not as good as they used to be. I really need a pair of glasses. I'd swap some of my wool for a pair of glasses any day." So she can't see very well, but she has to keep an eye out for the wolf so the wolf doesn't chase her. So she wants some glasses. Does Chicken have any glasses? No. Now, Chicken didn't have a pair of glasses, but That's right. She knew someone who did. Who has glasses? That's right, an owl. That's a nice pair of glasses, said Chicken Owl.
Yes it is, said Owl. My old one's broke, so I had to get a new pair. But I'd rather have a blanket. The sun streams through my window and keeps me awake all day.
All day, because owls sleep in the day because they're nocturnal.
The sun streams through my window and keeps me awake all day, which wouldn't matter if I had a good thick blanket to sleep under. I'd swap my glasses for a blanket any day.
Now I want you to notice, Owl has this pair on his face, and this pair, that's its old ones, and they're a little bit cracked. Does Chicken have a blanket to give Owl? No. Now Chicken didn't have a blanket, but she knew someone who did. Who has a blanket? Hee-haw! That's right, a donkey. That's a nice blanket, said Chicken to Donkey. Yes, it is, replied Donkey, but I'd rather have a few feathers. The flies drive me crazy buzzing around my ears. My tail isn't quite long enough to flick them away, but if I had some long feathers tied to the end of it, I could swat them easily. I'd swap my blanket for a few long feathers any day. So see these flies around his ears? He's trying to use his tail to swish them away, but his tail's not long enough. So he wants some feathers that he can hold with his tail and he can swish away the flies. Does Chicken have feathers? Let's think about it. She didn't have glasses or wool or a ribbon or a walking stick. But do chickens have feathers? Yes, they do, right on their bodies. Quick as a flash, Chicken pulled out 1, 2, 3 of her longest feathers and tied them to Donkey's tail. What is Donkey going to give her because she gave her the feathers? Right, the blanket. Donkey was delighted and, true to his word, swapped his blankets for the feathers. But does Chicken need a blanket? She doesn't need it. But does she know someone who does need it? Who? Who needs the blanket? That's right. Chicken took the blanket to Owl, who swapped it for his glasses. The old ones, of course. So she gave him the blanket and he gave her the glasses. But does she need glasses? No. Who needs glasses? The sheep. She took the glasses to Sheep, who swapped them for her wool. Yeah, she got a little haircut and gave Chicken some wool. But does Chicken need wool? No, but somebody does. She took the wool to Crow, who swapped it for her ribbon. There's Crow, cozy in the wool, giving Chicken the ribbon. Who needed the ribbon? Badger. She took the ribbon to Badger, who swapped it for his, what did he have? It was on his door. Right, the walking stick. Does Chicken need a walking stick? Nope. But who needed the walking stick? Right, the Scarecrow needed the walking stick. Finally, she took the walking stick to Scarecrow. With a grateful sigh of relief, he leaned his tired old arms on the stick and gladly swapped it for his battered old hat. Did Chicken want the hat? I think so. That was in the very beginning. Chicken took the hat and filled it with fresh, sweet-smelling straw. Why would she fill it up with straw? Let's see. she made a nest. "That's a nice nest," said Duck. "Yes, it is," said Chicken. "And I wouldn't swap it for anything." So she's not going to trade that for anything. Did Chicken have a good plan how to get what she wanted? Yes, she did. Did she do it in a very fair way? Everybody was able to get what they wanted, and they just kept swapping and swapping and swapping until everybody had what they wanted. She is a very smart, problem-solving chicken. I hope you enjoyed the story today, friends. Bye now.